I think about perhaps 7 to 8 years ago, we began to look at our schedule and how we use classroom time critically. And actually, I was teaching at that point. I was teaching the AP economics class, and we were teaching in 45-minute time chunks, 6 periods a day. And the quality of the learning in the classroom wasn't that great because there was so much material to cover and there was so little class time to really dig into specific issues. And as a result of that, we really had a commitment to improve the quality of the learning experience in the classroom. And we decided to go to a block schedule with 80-minute periods. And soon after doing that, we actually complemented that block schedule with an evening lab model, which I haven't seen in any other boarding school in the country. The second stage was, as we began to ramp up for this new centennial strategic plan, one of the things that I was able to do is to go around to different colleges and universities and to talk to presidents or provosts about the trends that they're seeing in higher education. Because we knew we wanted to build a curriculum that was in line and aligned with where higher education is going.
So one of the features of our curriculum that really prepares students better for college and for the world beyond is its interdisciplinary nature. So rather than having students take math and science, they're really looking at ways that those two fields intersect. And in fact, we've created an entire humanities program that formally combines the study of English, history, and many other liberal arts disciplines to really prepare students to think about problems in a complex way. So the design of our curriculum is that in 9th and 10th grade, students take a core program that really focuses on developing these skills that they need. And then in their junior and senior year, they take those skills and they use them in more advanced research-focused ways. So for example, in 9th grade, our students take evolutionary biology. It's a great choice for Webb because we have this really unique feature in the museum, and our biology course has a hands-on field study component in paleontology. And then after doing about 85% lab work in that class, the students have a lot of lab skills they need to move on and do things like advanced studies in paleontology or advanced studies in anatomy and physiology. They're really ready to dive in and do original research and heavy lab work in those fields.
I think part of it is that admissions officers are so used to a certain traditional curriculum that many times is sort of taken for granted, that when a leading school like Webb takes on the task of changing things and making them perhaps even more interesting and more at the forefront of what's happening in academia, it really gets college admissions people excited about what we're doing at the high school level, since they're going to be experiencing it on their campus with our students. What I hear over and over with our admissions officers is that Webb students are first very smart, very well prepared, incredibly ready to take on both the academic and the social aspect of college life. But over and over I hear the word interesting. And I think it's probably the most important word that I try to get our students to understand the importance of being an interesting person. I think one of the things I'm excited about with our curriculum is that it makes for a more interesting candidate. It makes for a more exciting person that is looking at their education not just through the typical ways that a high school student follows their high school curriculum, but through ways that they're going to be engaged and visibly seen as something different and exciting for when we present them to colleges.
Okay, so the final innovation, I would say, in all of this is that we wanted to take full advantage of where we're located here in the greater Los Angeles area. And something that's rather remarkable is that Webb is the only traditional boarding school located on the front porch of the greater Los Angeles area. And that represents enormous opportunities and possibilities for us. And as a result of that, as a part of the curriculum, we've had a commitment to forging networks and relationships with other learning institutions in our region. We have Harvey Mudd College students now tutoring our students on computer engineering and coding. That's pretty remarkable. We're able to have a wonderful relationship with the Claremont McKenna College students in leadership and also in robotics and 3D modeling. In fact, some of their students are coming up to our campus in the evenings because they want to see how we use our 3D printers, et cetera, which is pretty exciting. We're even talking about offering a physiology and anatomy class beyond the traditional AP biology class and beyond our organic chemistry class, in which we can utilize the labs down at a local medical school. And I think this commitment to taking full advantage of not only who we are as unbounded thinkers, but also where we are in the greater Los Angeles area will create an unparalleled learning experience for students and really allow us to reimagine what a relevant and dynamic boarding school experience will be.